Hi there, welcome my dear students. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you how you can create this login form and this image that is scrolling in the background. And I'm going to use two things here. I'm going to use the Bootstrap and I'm going to use the Font Awesome Kit. So I hope you already know about the Bootstrap. If not, no problem. I'm going to guide you like how you're going to use that. So what you have to do, you need to click on the Bootstrap, and from here you will see the CDN. So I'm going to use the CDN from here. This is what I'm gonna use in my this video. And on the other hand, I need the Font Awesome kit. If you're not logged in on your Font Awesome account, go on and create your account and log in. Once you're logged in, you will see here your kit option. You can come up here, you will find a kit here. What you can do, you can click on here, and after that you will see here easy installation thing. So what you can do, we have a CDN here. We can use this link so we can utilize the icons similar to this one in our application, in our design. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here. So I have a folder here. Inside here I have these two images, avatar, and I have the background image here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up this in the VS Code. Okay, now I'm gonna create a file here. I'm gonna name it like index.html, and inside here I'm gonna create the boilerplate quickly. And here I'm gonna say that login form, and I need two things here. I need to go back onto the browser. From here I need the CDN. I'm gonna copy this from here. I'm gonna paste that here, and let me remove the things from here. I don't need this and this one. And now I need to link one more thing here. I need to link my own CSS, that I'm gonna say that is going to be app.css. Or what I can do, assets slash app.css. So I'm gonna save that. Let me open up this here. It's gonna create the folder and the file as well for me. Can you see assets, and inside that I have the app.css. So I'm gonna split up here so I can write the markup and I can write the CSS both at the same time. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move the images into the assets so we can utilize that. And there is one last thing that we need. I'm gonna close this Explorer from here, and let's go back into the browser. And from here I need the Font Awesome kit that I showed you on the start. I'm gonna copy this Font Awesome kit embedded code and I'm gonna paste that here. So as this is JS, if you want to use the Dapper, it's up to you. If no, then that's okay. I hope you already know what is Dapper is. Dapper is like when you're putting a JavaScript code or anything that is gonna take time to load in your website, so you put defer. So that means like whatever inside in this body, first load everything from here, the markup and the style, and later on at the end load the JavaScript. So but we don't need to load to the defer for now. It's not the heavy thing. And but in the bigger applications you are not gonna load the JavaScript on the start. Okay, now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run the live server now, so we can see the result in the browser. I'm gonna this server is down now. This one is running right now. It's empty, there is nothing. So we are gonna start working on this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here, and there is one more thing I need, that is Google Fonts. Let me open up that. And here let me see, I have Roboto here. So but in my project I have used a different one. I have used the Poppins, but I'm gonna use the Roboto here. Let's use the Roboto to save the time, and I'm gonna paste that here. I have import the Roboto, the Google Font from the Google Font API, and from here this kind of API, not direct API. Basically it's a URL kind of API. We are linking the things from the Google Fonts. I'm gonna use this font family, and I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna say that body and curly brackets. Inside that I'm gonna paste the font family, and there is one more thing I need to do, and that is I'm gonna use the asterisk, and I'm gonna do some setting that is going to be margin 0, and after that padding is going to be 0, and I need one more thing that is going to be for box size, and that is going to be border box. And next thing, there is one more thing that I need to use, that is I'm gonna say root, and I'm gonna use a color in all of the project. That is going to be, I'm gonna say hyphen hyphen sky blue, and after that I'm gonna say color, and I'm gonna say this is going to be hash 157 AE1. This is the color that I'm gonna use at some places. So let me come up here now. Let's start working with our markup. So let me come back into the browser. Let me show you one thing. Let me reload and let me do control U, and inside the app.css, can you see we have the CSS? If you are like beginner, always do this testing like your app.css is linked or no. So let me come back into the browser here. Oh, sorry, into the VS Code, and I'm gonna write up the markup here. So I'm gonna write some classes here that are the Bootstrap classes, the flex for the flex, and after that I need position relative here, and after that I need top. From top I need 50%. If you don't know the Bootstrap, you can go onto the Bootstrap and you can like search what is this deflex, display flex. Like when you have columns and things, you want to divide the things, you use the flex and position relative. If you already know the CSS thing, then you know what are these things like top. You can't use the top, and I'm gonna use here start -50, and after that I'm going to use the translate, and that is going to be middle. And you can't use the top thing, top left right. You can't use that because if you are not using the position relative, then you can't use the top, right, bottom, all of these. That one second, translate, let me. And after that I need one more thing. I'm gonna say text is going to be light. So this is one of my div, and inside that I need one more div, and I'm gonna say this is going to be login card, and I'm gonna say w-100. This is going to be the div our that is going to be 100%. Let me do that, and after that I need one more thing inside here. I want like rounded -4. We need the border on the side, and text I want to be into the center. So this is done, and I need few more things inside here. I need a div. I'm gonna say dot login -card -profile, and I need one more thing. I need a class here rounded -circle for the rounded one, and inside that we are gonna put our image that we have placed in the assets folder. So there is one more class that we need, h-auto, or we want height to be the auto, and after that w-25 width is going to be 25%, and after that I need p-1 padding. And here inside here now I'm gonna use my image tag here, and I need source. I'm gonna do control space assets. Inside assets we have images, and inside images we have avatar.png, and here in the alt I'm gonna say here this is going to be avatar, sorry, avatar or avatar. So some people call that avatar, some call like avatar. So we need few more things here. We have put the source, and we need to put some bootstrap classes here. So I'm gonna say that this is going to be w-100, the image one, and we want a border on here on the image. And after that I need border needs to be, I'm gonna say border needs to be dark, and after that I'm gonna say border that is going to be border opacity, and that is going to be, I'm gonna say 75. And these are all of the bootstrap classes. If you go on to the browser, like let me show you, like whatever the classes I'm writing here, border, if I type border, can you see we have color, opacity, width, radius, all of these are available in the bootstrap. I'm gonna search that. I'm using the 5.3 version, and here can you see we have border that I have used here. We have border dark, and we will have a color here. Let me show you. We have color here. Can you see we have border colors that I'm using, border dark, and after that border opacity, we'll have here opacity. Can you see this one? We have the opacity as well. So these are the classes I'm using, and can you see this is 75% opacity, success border, and whatever the color you want to use, it's up to you completely. And that's it. And now there is one more thing I need to use here. I'm gonna say that this is going to be rounded, or let me show you the result for now for this. Let me save that. It's saved. Let me come back here. Let me reload. Can you see this one here? It's not looking good right now. We need to do some CSS so I can show you more things here. That is going to be more clear. So right now I'm going to say here we have done. We have linked body here. Let me come up here. I need background image. I'm going to say background image. I'm going to say URL, and here inside we have assets. We have images folder, and we need PG from here. I'm gonna save that, and let me show you here. Can you see we have this background image, but it's repeating. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix it. So I'm gonna say background, and after that I need background size. That is going to be 2000 px and 1000 px, x and y axis. I'm gonna save that, and let me show you here. Can you see it's looking better now? And after that I need one more thing. I'm gonna say here background position. I need background position. I'm gonna say that that is going to be minus 500 px from x-axis, and after that 0, and from the y-axis. And after that we have the font family, and there is one more thing I need to do. I need an animation, like I show you. Let me come up here. Here, can you see this animation is going on? So I'm gonna put an animation on here. So I'm gonna say animation, and after that I'm gonna say background. Sorry, I'm gonna create this animation. I'm gonna say 10 seconds and infinite. We need this to be infinite, and after that alternate, and I need this to be linear. And we need this background now, background our keyframe for this. We need to create an animation for this. So I'm gonna say that animate or animation, whatever you like. I'm gonna say that add keyframe, and keyframe, and after that our identifier, this background, this is the identifier name, like what we want to do on this. So I'm gonna say that 100%. I want this to be background size. I want this to be 4000 px, and after that 1000 px. Let me save that. Let's come back here. Can you see it's rolling now? This is what we have done to animate this, to move this. And now let's come back here, and now we need to start working a little more with our login card. So here, can you see we have a class here, login card. Before moving with this one, let me inspect this and let me show you. So we have a login card here. Can you see we have rounded 4? We have text center W100, that is with 100%. These are all of the classes coming from the Bootstrap. There is one tip about learning the Bootstrap is like if you're watching here. So whenever I'm clicking here, you can see the Bootstrap classes. Like if you know the CSS but you don't know the Bootstrap in depth, what you can do, you can read the classes, and from here you can see like what is these classes means. So border radius, text align, width. So what you can do, you can come up here, whatever come in your mind, just type that word here. For example, we have button, we have a lot more things. For example, we have cards. Whatever comes in your mind, you can type here. For example, you want background, like if you want background colors, background gradients, opacity, you have a lot of things here in the Bootstrap, so you can utilize from here. So let's come back here, and I'm gonna work on this login card. Right now I'm not, a login card is like created here, it's linked here, but we are not calling that, we are not writing any CSS on the login card. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna say login card, and inside login card I need few things. I need let me save that and let me show you. Here, can you see we have a login card? I'm gonna say padding, and I need from top bottom, from top I need 50 pixels, and from bottom I need 30 pixels, and after that left right, that is going to be 44 pixels. So can you see? Let me open up that. Can you see top 50, right 30, bottom 44, and left 30? So now there is one more thing I need to do here. I need to give a background color here. So I'm gonna say background, and I need to put the color that is going to be 009, and after that 93E9. This is the background color that we're gonna use right now. And this, I'm gonna copy both of this, and I'm gonna paste that here. and let's come back here. Let me reload. There you go. Right now it's not coming mean into the center, so I'm missing something. Just give me 1 second. Let me check if I'm missing something. Mm, okay, there is one mistake I think. I have put position relative. This needs to be absolute. So I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna say position absolute. Let me save that. Let's come back here. And there you go. Done to now. We have this in the middle. So I'm gonna do this thing. Can you see? It's in the middle now. In our browser, and let's go back onto the browser and let's start working a little bit more in the with the CSS and with our markup as well. So we are done with the login card, and we need to work on this login card profile thing, and I'm gonna use this, and here I'm gonna write here, I'm gonna say I need margin that is going to be margin 0, and after that I need auto, and after that I need 16 pixels from. Let me save that, and let's see if it's implemented. Login card, it's implemented. Let's see login card profile. So we have top 0, right and left auto, and bottom is going to be 16 pixels. Okay, now we need one more thing. We want this to be rounded circle. So what I can do here, we are missing one more class in the image. So I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna copy the rounded circle from here. Let me paste that. Let me save, and let's come back here. Can you see? We have a rounded shape here. So now after that, we need a few more things to do. We need this gradient thing here, similar to that one. So what I'm gonna do inside here, login card profile, this one, we need to put the gradient here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna type here background, and here I'm gonna say I'm gonna use the linear gradient. So I'm gonna use the -45 degree, like to rotate the colors. So I'm gonna use two colors here. I'm gonna use FFCC70, and after that I need to use one more color, that is going to be 4158D0. Let me save that, and let me show you the beautiful gradient around here. Can you see? We have this color here. Let's come back here. So we are done with the login card and with this image. Now we need to start work on the login form, the login input thing. So, and before that we need a few more things. Let's come back outside of this div here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the h2, and here I'm gonna say login, and I'm gonna use few classes here. I'm gonna say class, and I'm gonna use fs-3. This is the font size -3, and fw font font weight, and I'm gonna say that is going to be semi bold, and mb-2 margin bottom. So let me save that, and let's come back here. Can you see we have this login? And let me show you. Oops. So here, can you see h2? We have font size fs3 is 1.7 rem, font weight it's 600, and so on. Let's come back here, and after the h2 I need a text. I'm gonna say h3, and here I'm gonna say welcome back John, and after that I'm gonna say class, and this is going to be text -white, and I'm gonna say -50, and for the opacity, and fs-6, and after that fw, and instead of semi bold I'm gonna use medium here, and mb-4 margin bottom 4, and mt-2 margin top 2. Let me save that, and let's come back here. Can you see we have this text here because we are using the opacity? That's why it's looking like this. Instead we are using the text white here. Can you see we have the opacity here? So that's why it's doing impact here. And after this h3, we need to start working with the form, and I'm gonna say form, and after that we have a login-form, and let me remove the action. We don't need any kind of action here. And inside form we need a div, and so I'm gonna say login-input, and I need one more class that is going to be position-relative. There is a mistake here, position relative. And after that I need a class with the name of rounded, and after that I need mb-3 margin bottom. And inside here I'm gonna do my input, and I'm gonna put some classes. I'm gonna say bg transparent. So these are all Bootstrap classes. So I'm using here bg trans, and I need fs-6 the font size, and after that I need one more class that is going to be rounded, and I need the width for this form that is going to be 100%. I'm gonna tab, and email type is going to be the email because we need that. And there is one more thing I need here, that is our placeholder. So I'm gonna say that placeholder is going to be user name, and I'm gonna say I need this to be required. Let's save that and let's come back here. So can you see we have this username, and similar to that we have username and password. We need few more things here, so we are gonna put that. And after that I need a span, and I need some classes here. So can you see we are using the position relative here, and here we are going to use the position absolute. Let me copy that from here quickly so we can paste that here. And inside that here we need one more class that is going to be text white, and hyphen 50. And after that I need ms like margin start, that is going to be 1. And inside here we need an icon. So what we can do, we can come up here, and this icon, can you see this one icon we need to pick up from here. I'm gonna click on icons here, and I'm gonna say that I need a icon with the like user. Let me hit enter, and I'm gonna click on free one. So I need to use let's use this one, circle user. This is what we are using right now here. So I'm gonna click on here. It's gonna give me a pop-up. I'm gonna copy this from here. I will come back here. I'm gonna paste that here. So we have our icon here. So there is one more thing. I'm gonna say fs-6. This is going to be our font size for the icon. So let's come back here and let me refresh. And right now it's going outside of that. Let me check if I'm missing something. Okay, we need to do some CSS to make this inside of this input. So we are done with this one, and let me duplicate this one, this login input. Let me duplicate that. Let me paste that here, and this is going to be, instead of username, this is going to be password. And for the password we need to change the icon as well. So what I'm gonna do, I will come up here. Can you see we have this log one? I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna type log, and waiting for the icon. Let me hit enter. There you go. So this is the log. I'm gonna copy this from here, and I'm gonna paste that here. I need the fs6 from here. I'm gonna paste that here. Let me remove the extra one from here. And we have done the placeholder password, and type is going to be the password. So I'm gonna paste that here, type that here, and let's go onto the browser and let's check our form. So we have these two things here. Now what we have to do, there is few more thing left with our form. If we can complete that, and later on we are just gonna focus on the on our HTML. So we need a button here, and with the button we need a class btn. This is also a Bootstrap class, btn-info. This is for the background stuff, and it's gonna put a lot more things like hover effects, and it's gonna adjust for that for us. mb3 margin bottom 3, and after that I need w100. Our button size needs to be 100%, and after that I need font weight, and that needs to be, I want that to be bold. And I'm gonna say that inside that I need a login text. Let me come back here. Can you see we have this login here? And now there is only one thing left, and I'm gonna put that here. I'm gonna use a tag, and there is some classes that I need to use. I'm gonna say that text is going to be white, and I need text decoration hyphen none. You know, by default a tag have the text decoration, so I'm gonna say that forget your credentials question mark, and let me save that. So let's come back here. So we have this text as well here. So now we are going to work on this on the beauty of our input fields. After that we will be done. So now let me make this a little bit bigger. So we are going to focus on here now. So here, can you see we have login input, and inside that we have span. So we are going to work on that. We're going to say login input, and inside that we have a span. And here we need the top needs to be 50%. Let me save that. And after that we need left needs to be 16 pixels, and I need translate here. Translate, and this is going to be 0 and minus 50%. Let me save that, and let's come back here into the browser. Can you see it's here? Now we need to work with this. Our icons are here, but we need to work with our placeholders. Those are on the start. So let me inspect this to show you. Here, this span. Can you see we have done top 50%? So this can be in the middle, and left, that was like there was here. So we said that from left we need this to be 16 pixels. Can you see I'm doing that? It's going there. So translate, can you see by default like this was like this. So we make that into the center by using top, left, and translate. So let me come back here, and now the next thing is we need to focus on our input and the button. So I'm going to copy this login input, or let me copy this login form from here instead of that. So I'm going to say login form, and inside login form we have input, and inside login form, login hyphen form, I'm sorry, dot login hyphen form, and after that we have a button inside that. So I'm gonna write some CSS. I'm gonna say that outline, we don't need any kind of outline, we want that to be none. I've saved that. Let's come back here. um, Let me check. So here, so we have removed any kind of outline from here. Let me see if there is any kind of outline. So there is no outline is coming. I believe there was an outline coming, so we don't need to use this. But we can do one thing. Let's remove this one, and let me remove this one as well. We need the input thing here. So I'm gonna say inside the login form, we have our input and we want to do some work. So we are gonna say padding. We need a padding 0 from top, 20 pixel from 20 top right, and after that we need the bottom from bottom 0, and after that from the left side we need 50 pixels. So let's come back here. Let me refresh. You can see we have some effect now. Can you see this username is here? So there are a few more things we have to do. We need to define a height that is going to be 60 pixels. Can you see we have a good height now? And after that we need border. So right now we're gonna say border needs to be 2 pixels, and after that we need this to be solid, and after that we need a color. So I'm gonna say that RGBA, and after that that is going to be 255 comma 255, again 255, and last value is going to be the opacity. So I'm gonna use this 0.1. Can you see that we have border now? So I'm gonna close this, and let me copy this CSS from here. Let's come back into the our core editor. Let's paste that. Let me align that. Let's save. Let's come back. There you go. It's looking good now, better. Now there is a few more classes that we need to do. We need to do few things on when someone is gonna focus. Can you see on focus it's not looking good, so we need to fix this on the focus as well. So what I want to do, I want to fix this on the input focus. So what I'm gonna say, in on the input focus, do one thing for me. um, I'm gonna say that I want to change the border color. So here I'm gonna use a variable that we have created on the top here, this sky blue. So I'm gonna use this one here. Let me save that, and let's come back here. Now let me refresh. It's working, and now one second, let me check on focus. It's coming. There you go. It's coming, but still we have few issues. We need to fix that on there, and we want to say that. Let me copy that. I'm gonna say login focus, and after that we have adjacent siblings. So we are gonna say that on span we want the color to be the, this is going to be the border color, and this is going to be the color. So let me save that and let's come back here. Let me save. So here, can you see we have this beautiful text here inside that. And now let's come back here. Okay, let's work on our button. So here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this login form, and after that, we have a button. So I'm gonna say that the letter spacing, that is going to be 2px, and after that I need to change the color for our button. That is going to be #3 f51b5, and let me save that. Let's come back here. You can see our color has been changed. On hover, our color is changing. So now we need to change the color of this placeholder, but there is one thing. When we are clicking here, we have some issue. Like let me check. That is going to be this one, focus visible. This focus visible is doing issue for us, so we need to fix this one. So on focus visible, we want outline to be none. There you go. So we want outline to be none. Let me come back here and let me copy this and let me paste that here, and I'm gonna say that focus visible, I believe, and we are gonna say that outline, this needs to be none. Let me save that. And there is one more thing, one last thing that is done, that is going to be our placeholder. So I'm gonna say that we have input here, and I'm gonna say that any input if we have, like, and I want to change the placeholder color. So I'm gonna change the placeholder color, and that is going to be color, and I'm gonna use the RGBA, and this is instead of 0.1, I'm going to use the 0.5. Let me save that, and I'm going to say that this is important, use this one, and let's come back here. Let me reload. Now that black outline is gone, now if I'm typing something, it's good. Our username placeholder color is changed, and it's done. So it's perfectly fine, it's responsive as well, and so that's it for today. If you have liked my video, please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get stay updated with the latest video. See you in the next lecture. Take care. Bye bye.